Hey, Altenbert here. Thanks for tuning in again. So I'm going to show you a wrist move I use when I switch between the snare drum and the floor tom. It's a good technique. Gives you speed. It prevents injuries. So check it out. Okay, so let's talk about the wrist flick. So many beginner drummers, I think they think whenever they switch between the floor tom and the snare drum, they have to move their hands like this, following like a straight line. This is not always true. It really depends on what you want to achieve. Definitely for faster tempos, you would want to use technique like this. Right, you can see how I turn my wrist. Now the thing is, I always tell my students to when they play on the drum kit or pad, wherever, to hold their forearm and wrist and the line of the drumstick fairly straight, or in some cases move towards the left, like to the inside. As you do this, you hardly feel any tension in your muscles here, right? When you go this way. If you do it the opposite way, if you move to this side, you can feel these muscles here creating some tension, right? Just give this a try. So since our main goal on the drum kit should be to play as relaxed as we possibly can, this cannot be a great idea to play like this. Sometimes I get beginner or intermediate players into my drum lessons, and they play the snare drum like this all the time. This is not a good position, so I tell them to move out, form a fairly straight line, get their elbows off their body to create some space and to avoid creating tension here. Now the thing is, when you switch between the floor tom and the snare drum, I'm not playing like this. Right, so I don't turn my wrist to the outside and play the tom. That wouldn't be a great idea, because then it creates tension. You know, if you're a touring drummer, you're playing hard. If you do a million of these moves, you might gonna head into trouble. So what I actually do is I turn my wrist like that when I hit the floor tom. So even, you know, when I freeze this now and I turn around, you can see it is still fairly straight. I don't overstretch. Right? So the movement happens by turning my wrist and parts of my forearm. Right, so I go slightly off because I have to. I can't really keep it straight, but I certainly don't overstretch any of the muscles while doing this. So yeah, give this a try and watch carefully about like your wrist motion, forearm motion. So I use this motion only when I reach for the first floor tom, or in this case, since I have a second floor tom over there as well. If I come off the right cymbal, let's say, and I play something like this. Right? You can maybe see that I hardly move off the straight line here, because it's not necessary, right? So it really depends of where you come from. I also don't really do, maybe just slightly when I come off the rack tom. Yeah, I still turn my wrist a little bit when I come off the rack tom. Not as much though as if I come from the left side, like snare drum or even hi-hat. So yeah, experiment with this, and yeah, good luck with the move. Practice things like this slow. Make sure you're doing it right. You're not overstretching anything. You really don't want to enter the doctor's office with what's it called, tendinitis and all these kind of problems. Okay, see you next time.